All right, I'm live. Second day in a row. Second time this week. Wanted to come on here real quick. I got a call from a friend of mine who told me that her and her team they had to do layoffs. They had 40 that they had to do at this particular one property. They had 40 layoffs, and she also told me that there were more to come in other hotels in her market. And it got me thinking. I did a post on my platforms that you may see around, um, start with people, not policy. When we're thinking about layoffs, start with people, not policy. And what I mean by that is in layoffs, that is one of the most challenging things in the world of HR. I absolutely hated them, despite I see these comments every now and then that, oh, HR is there to protect the company. That, you know what? That's a bunch of crap, if you ask me. Certainly the way I operate, we're there to protect the people. And when we are out there thinking about the people, we are protecting the company at the same time, if you look at it that way. And the other thing that I mean about start with the people, not the policy, is that we get caught up in the paperwork and the policy. And yes, those have to be followed. Certainly, we need to make sure we're compliant, but don't let that obscure what's going on. These are people, right, that we're going to give this news to. And believe me, I have done more than I care to think about that I've had to do in terms of layoffs. And I've also been on the other end of the desk a couple of times. And for me, what you have to think about is how those layoffs are done. There has to be a high level of a communications strategy put in place around this. There has to be transparency as much as possible. And there has to be just an exuberant amount of empathy that is deployed during the process of getting things together, as well as when you actually do sit down in front of the individual that is being laid off. And you also have to understand that one is the folks that are leaving, but also the people that are staying behind. And you have to employ all of those things that I just talked about: communication, transparency, and understanding those things along with empathy when you're doing this for the people that are remaining. Okay. Because if you get it right, that is what helps a strong culture. So keep those things in mind. I hope that is helpful for you.